Tech fans, man, we gonna talk about the trenches today. Now, the trench work and what head coach Brent Key is doing is an outstanding job for those that don't know. So let's go ahead and talk about Kyson Mallard. Big country. Person I know very well, man. I've talked to him, know about all his visits. These are the 5 he has set up: Mississippi State, North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisville, and Georgia Tech. Now, Georgia Tech is in a battle with several ACC schools to land his recruitment. I would say the biggest contender right now, or the biggest one probably has an advantage, will be South Carolina, in my opinion. So it's not going to be easy for Georgia Tech to land this guy. And remember, guys, this kid used to be committed to the Georgia Bulldogs before he reopened his commitment. So now, obviously, these are the contenders for his recruitment. So what is Tech need to do? It all depends on Coach Key and what he wants to bring in. Now, Kyson's massive. He fits the build of what he wants at the offensive tackle spot. You know what I'm saying? He can move well. He's a mauler. He's really good at pass protection. You roll his tape, he can do a little bit of everything, man. So he's a difference maker. This would be a big-time commitment if they were able to land him. But like I said, it's still early. He scheduled his OVs. We'll see what happens. But the key thing here for Georgia Tech is they've gotten one. Next up is this kid right here. As I talked to him and I did a whole story and article on him, Shavezz Dixon. Now, this will be massive. This is the interior of the offensive line. And remember, Coach Key throughout the spring has said he wants more beef on the offensive line, size, guys that can move. This is what Shavezz Dixon can do. And here y'all go right up top. I don't want y'all to think I'm bull jiving. I broke down his film, okay? And again, he shared it on his Instagram and everything. Like I said, got to, growing a relationship with Shavezz. But Shavezz really likes Georgia Tech. They are in the running for him. Kyson basically said, man, it feels good to go to, or feels good to have a program that you're genuinely interested in, be interested in you. That is what Kyson said. And again, as I said last week, this is the story I did. Y'all can see my name. Like I said, things are heating up. And this is what he had to say. He says, I'm rocking with the Jackets, man. It's an offensive line type of coaching staff. Head coach, being a former one, truly makes me feel amazing. And then the assistant offensive line coach playing 7 years in the league shows me I will be developed. Now, speaking of development, guys, I even asked him about Keelan Rutledge. Now, remember, he came over from Middle Tennessee and developed in his Georgia Tech system an offensive line. He was a consensus All-American and a 2-time All-ACC selection. So I asked him, what do you think? Because he's moving up draft boards that will be in a month from now in the NFL draft, playing any of the positions on the interior offensive line. He said, it motivates me because I know I could be the second round. That means a lot to me. So there you go. Georgia Tech has a true and tried version, and now they can show kids, we're not just getting you all ACC because this is all American. We're getting you to the league, and you could be able to go dominate and play day one, which is what Keelan Rutledge will be able to do. So basically, it comes out, his decision date is July 8th. And obviously, he will probably choose between these schools right here: Clemson, Florida State, Georgia Tech, North Carolina, Texas A&M, and Virginia. Now, it's going to be crucial to me that Georgia Tech hits on some of these in-state guys. Say what you want, 3-star, whatever. Again, it's all about the development. Cortland Hurd and Courtney Hurd were both 3 stars, okay? So, yes, stars matter, but to a certain degree, it doesn't. It all is about the development. If you're a 5-star and you're feeling yourself when you go to school, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You go, and then you can go be on another team the next year. You got to keep that dog mentality about you. So I think if Georgia Tech can hit on both of these guys, Shavezz Dixon and then Kyson Mallard, I think you're in the money. I think you're in a good position, and I think you should be able to contend, for years to come in that Georgia Tech head coach Brent Key system, because you got 2 dogs, in my opinion, that's going to make an advantage. And like I said, you're going to have to replace some of this offensive line, Malachi Carney and several others from this year's group. So why not get some beef and some standout guys in the state? That's how you get it done. And Coach Key, like I said, he's done a great job doing that. I think these are 2 guys you want to definitely focus on. So that's my thoughts. That's a little bit of intel on both of these guys. And like I said, Georgia Tech's in a good position, and I think they can keep pursuing these 2. And if they land them, look out.